Hey guys, it's been a while. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking. Today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this car wash. Let's get straight to the tutorial. Okay, so I'll be using 2 yards of Ankara for this particular tutorial. Now you're first of all going to be cutting the front part of the short. You are making the short first. We are going to cut the front part of the short. Now to do that, divide your thigh measurement by 2. Divide your thigh or your lap measurement by 2, or better still, you can divide your hip by 4. So I'm using the thigh circumference. So the thigh circumference divided by 2, that's what I've used to fold, plus 1 inch seam allowance, plus 1 inch seam allowance. So that's what I used to fold this actually. Alright, so that is it for the width. Sorry, the camera couldn't capture it very well. So like I said, divide your thigh by 2 and then add 1 inch seam allowance and use that to fold the front part of the short like this. Now let's get to the length. The length is actually 15 inches. So 15, I'm deducting 1 inch for the waistband, of which the half inch will be used to join the band of 1.5 inches. Then we'll be adding 2 inches for the hemming part of the short. So that is 15 minus 1 makes 14, plus the 2 inches for the hem makes it 16. So that's what I'm marking. And I'll go ahead to straighten up the lines. Okay, so that is it for the length. Let's get to the crotch depth. Now, my crotch depth is actually 11 inches. I'll soon upload a video on how to calculate the crotch depth and other calculations very soon. So let's get down. My crotch depth is actually 11 inches. So I'm going to mark that. Then I'm going to work on, go up 2 inches, which is 9. So that will be for my hip. 9, that will be for my hip. So, like I said, the crotch depth is 11 inches, which I went ahead to extend the lines, and then my hip is what I'm extending as well, which is from the waist to the hip is 9 inches, and the crotch depth is 11 inches. Then I'll go ahead to mark the length of the short, which is now 14 because of the waistband 1 inch we deducted. So that is that. Now let's work on the crotch width or the crotch extension. Now to get that, I'm going to work on my hip circumference. Divide your hip circumference by 4. So that gives me 9.5. 9.5. So I'm going to mark that on the hip line, on the crotch line, then on the waistline. So I'll mark the 9.5 on the waist, on the hip, then I'll extend the lines as you can see me doing. Alright, now I'm going to give this a curve in between the hip line and then the crotch line, just as you can see me doing. Okay, now go to the short length. Now divide your knee circumference. This is not actually up to my knees, quite above my knee. So how open or how tight you want it, measure that circumference and then divide that by 2. Then connect that, mark that there. Divide it by 2, mark it, then connect it to the crotch extension like this. Then on the very self edge or the hem of the short, add half inch to the measurement on the hem line, then slant it like this so that you'll be able to fold this without getting a bulgy when sewing. So I went ahead to cut this out. Alright, so that's it for the front part of the short. So I'm going to use the front part to cut that of the back part. So I went ahead to fold the back part of the short and make sure that the crotch extension is wider than that of the front part of the short. So using the crotch extension, I'm making sure that, or I'm extending the crotch extension on the front part by 3 inches. I'm extending it by 3 inches. Then I'll go to the side of the crotch and come out 2 inches. I'll extend the line like this and then connect the lines together. When I reach where the curve is, I'll give it a curve to the crotch extension for the back part. So that's the difference between the back part of the short. Now when we reach the down part, I'm going to come out 1.5 inches and connect it to the crotch extension, just as you can see me doing. Now please watch this video to the end because I wanted to extend the crotch or the crotch. I wanted to extend it upward on the waistline, but I forgot, but I made the correction as I continue with the tutorial. So please do not skip. Watch this video to the very end and don't skip. So I'm cutting out the back part as well. That's basically it for the back part. So as you can see, there's no much work to be done on the back part using the front part of the short. So that's it. Now since this is a female short, I'm going to be making some adjustments on the hip. I'm going to be shaping out the hip. So to do that, I'm going to divide my waist circumference by 4. Now dividing that by 4, I had 6 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to add 1 inch seam allowance. So that gives me 7 3/4. So that's what I'm going to mark from where the crotch line is to the side of the short. So I'm going to be shaping it at the side of the short like this. Then I'm going to connect it to the hip line like this. Okay guys, so that's basically it. Now I'm going to trim that out. Alright, now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and join the front part together with half of an inch, following the direction of the chalk like this. I'm going to join the front part with half of an inch. So for the back part of the short, before we join that, we are going to consider our waist circumference. Now divide your waist circumference by 4. Then whatever you have, add 1 inch seam allowance to it. So like so, I'm going to mark that extra seam allowance at the back like this. Then I'm going to connect it like this to the crotch extension like so. Just look at how I connected it to the, you can see that it decreased while I was getting closer to the curved side of the crotch area. Now due to the zipper, I'm going to go down 6 inches. Then I'll pin that side where we are going to be attaching the zipper at the back part of the shorts like this. Then where the zipper stops, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and join that side. So like the front, I'll join that side, and then for the back, I will start from where the zipper stops and join it. So as you can see, this is the front part that I'm joining with half of an inch seam allowance. So I'm done with that. I'm going to cut that out. Then I'll take the back part. Like I said, I'm going to start from where the zipper will stop on the back part of the shorts. Then I'll first of all double stitch, then I'll stitch to the crotch extension like so. So this is how it turned out after stitching both the front and the back parts of the shirt. I'm going to be working on the pocket for the front part of the shirt. Now I'll go in from the side 2 inches like this. Then I'm going to come down 6.5 inches. So if you slant it and measure, you can see that you achieve 7 inches. Then I'll connect the point together, as you can see. Now I have two pieces on fold like this for the pocket. So that is 6.5 inches by width and then 10 inches by length. So I'm going to make sure the pockets faces each other with the right side of the fabric. Then I'm going to place the shots on it, and then I'm going to cut the slanted shaped pocket together with the two pieces under it, as you can see. So that's it. Now I'm going to be shaping out the pocket. I'm going to come up 2 inches like this and then connect it like this to cut the pocket. So this is the shape I want for the pocket. So that's it. Now I'm going to be adding paper stay on both sides of the pocket, just as I've done like this. Then I'm going to open up the seam on the front and the back as well. I'm going to open up the seam and flat iron it. Now I'm going to be joining the pocket to the sides of the short. So with the right side of the pocket facing the right side of the short, I'm going to pin it. Then I'm going to join it with 1/2 inch. So like I said earlier, I'm going to stitch and then stop at where the 7 inch is with 1/2 inch like this, following the direction of the chalk like this. I'm going to stitch straight to join the pocket to that of the front part of the shirt. So that is done. I'm going to notch where the 7 inches end, both sides of the pockets like this. Then I'm going to turn flat iron it first, then I'm going to turn the pocket inside to top stitch it like this. I will flat iron it again, then I'm going to take it to the same machine to top stitch it with 1 centimeter both sides of the shirt. Okay, so this is how it turned out after joining the pocket like so. So I'm going to complete up with the pocket. So um if you have a knitting machine, you can just knit the down part, but if you don't, just follow this method I'm using. Fold it on the right side of the pocket like this. Then first of all, join the down part like this with 1 centimeter. Okay, now turn it over to the wrong side of the pocket like this and top stitch it like this. I'm going to do same for the other side of the pocket as well. So that's how it came out. Okay, now I'm going to pin the top part of the pocket, and then I'm going to top stitch it or join it to that of the waist of the short like this to avoid it from flipping over. I'm going to join it to the waist, just top stitch it to join it to the waist. Okay, so now I'm going to be joining the down part of the shirt, both the front and the back part of the shirt. So I'll open up the down part seam like this. Now I'll turn it to the right side. Make sure the seam lines matches each other on the um on the down parts. Then pin it like this. Make sure they match each other. Then you pin it or secure with a pin. Then you take it to the sewing machine to join the down parts with half of an inch all the way up there. Join it with half of an inch. So this is how it turned out after joining the down parts of the shorts. Don't worry about the down parts or the excess of the shorts. We'll work on it when we are hemming the short. Okay, so now the correction I earlier mentioned, I wanted to extend my seat or the crotch depth on the waist, so I'm using these two pieces to do that correction. Now I wanted to extend it by 2 inches, but then because we'll be joining this, I'm going to be going up 2.5 inches on the piece like this. Make sure the piece is in line with the crotch line. Then I'm going to connect it to the waist side of the short like this. So I should have done this when I was cutting the back part of the short. So like this. So this is the correction I was talking about. Alright, so now that has been done, I'm going to be joining this to both the two pieces of the back part of the short. Like so, I'm going to join this with 1 centimeter. So this is how it turned out. I'm going to give it a press like so. Okay. So I just went ahead to repaint the zipper allowance at the back part of the shirt. Now I'm going to be joining the sides of the shirt with the 1 inch seam allowance that we added to the shirt. Now the back part is actually wider or bigger than that of the front part as usual. So guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, leave a comment if you enjoyed this tutorial. So like I said, I'm taking it to the sewing machine to join the sides with 1 inch seam allowance. Like this. Following the direction of the chalk, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine to join the sides together. I'm going to join the other side as well. So this is it after joining the side. So I'm going to turn it to the right side of the shirt. Alright, as you can see, this is how the shirt looks on the right side of the garment. So you're going to be adding the waistband to the shorts. So I have the waistband here with a length of 2 inches, and then the weight that is going to be my waist circumference plus additional about 4 inches extra allowance for the zipper. Now I'm going to fold up half inch as you can see and flat iron it like this. I'll fold up half inch like that. That's what I'm going to be using to join the waist line. Then with this I went ahead to add a paper stay. You can use medium or hard or even soft, any of the paper stays, any texture that you prefer. So I use the hard paper stay. Then with the right side of the band facing the right side of the shirt. I'm going to join this with 1/2 inch all round. So this is how it turned out. I just trimmed off the excess of the waistband. Now I'm going to flip it over like this. Then I'll push in the other half inside like this. Then I'm going to stitch it all around just as we joined it earlier. So this is how it came out after stitching it down. Then I'm going to be fixing my zipper to it like so. So I'll just place the zipper under this zipper allowance. Now take it to the sewing machine to fix the zipper to the shirt. Sorry, I lost part of the clip whilst fixing the zipper on the shirt. So this is how it turned out after fixing the zipper. Now let's work on the hem of the shirt. Now to do that, I'm going to measure out the length, which is 15 inches. Then I'm going to be folding in. Remember, we added 2 inches for the hem fold. So you're going to be folding in first of all 1 inch like this. I'll flat iron it and then fold again 1 inch. I'll do it for both sides of the shirt. Now after flat ironing, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine to join it or stitch it down. Okay, so this is how the shirt turned out. We are done with the shorts. Let's work on the upper part now. Okay, so for the upper part, I have this piece here on fold like this. Now, like this. Now, I deducted 7 inches from my shoulder to waist measurement, which is 17 inches. Then I added 1 inch for seam allowance. That is it for the length. Now for the weight, I used my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 8 inches. Then I added extra 2 inches to it for extensions. Then I added 1 inch for side seam allowance. That's it. Now I turn it to the wrong side of it. Then I'm going to apply paper stay like this, just at one side of it. Then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine to join the sides with 1/2 inch. Now after joining the sides, I'm going to give the sides some notches, as you can see me doing. Then I'm going to turn it to the right side of the fabric. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to give it a flat press like so. So this is done. I'm going to be joining it to the front part of the shirt. So I'll go ahead and remeasure. I'll remeasure it to make sure it is 10 inches. So that is it. Now after that, I'm going to place my measuring tape on the waistline, place my hand on the 10 inch, then count the remainder, divide the remainder by 2, then mark that on both sides of the waistline like so. So I had about 1¾ of an inch. So that is where I'm going to be placing the yoke on. Before that, I'm going to pin it before I take it to the sewing machine to top stitch this to join it. So guys, this is how it turned out. So I'm going to put that aside and work on the belt. So for the belt, this is it. It has a length of 4½ inches, and then the weight of measuring from your waist, from the back, from your back waist to your shoulder where you made the deduction, or to your chest where you made the deduction. Okay, so I'm going to fold it up like this and flat iron it. I'll do same for the other as well, other belt as well. Now the belt is optional. You can make it big or small as you want. I'll take it to the sewing machine. I'm going to stitch it following the direction of my hand like this. I'll first of all join once the top, and then I will go down, leaving the down part of it. Okay guys, so this is it. So I went ahead to turn it to the right side of the belt like this, and then I flat ironed it. So I'm going to be attaching it to the back side of the shorts. So just as where the yoke starts from, I'll use the same measurements as you can see me doing, remark it. Then I'm going to place, I'm going to leave about 1½ inch or 1 inch under it. So I'm just marking it to make sure they tally. Then I'll pin it. And then on the other side, where it has the opening, I'm going to go up 1½ like this. Then I'll place it under it like this and pin it. Then I'll also take this to the same machine and join it to the back side waist of the shorts like this. Just top stitch it. So that is done. This is actually it. I made the buttonholes where we are going to be placing the buttons. So this is it. Just place your buttons there and you are good to go. That's basically our car wash. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Like and leave a comment in the comment section. See you on my next tutorial. Bye.